One of Maryland's most important industries changing as we navigate our way through the pandemic.
Yeah, oyster season has been affected to the point where company leaders say it may never be the same. Max McGee reports on how creativity is actually one of the lifelines being used to make a comeback.
Okay, this is Shipping Creek. It feeds into the Eastern Bay. It's known for a great oyster population, but there's a problem. The Department of Natural Resources says the number of oysters sold compared to last year is actually down 25%. Along with stay-at-home orders, the restaurant industry saw reduced capacity, which limited the consumption of oysters. Scott Budden leads Orchard Point Oyster Company. He says this changed everything.
It's been one of those things where people have had to be creative with how they get oysters to consumers.
DNR says there's been a 25% drop-off in oysters sold.
They'll keep growing up until they actually die because of old age or disease or whatever the reason.
Enter the Oyster Recovery Partnership to help with the state's farmers divide the supply. Along with helping with the water quality, they help with shell recycling and getting more oysters in the bay.
We've been hosting a series of virtual workshops called Shuck Like a Pro. We've been hosting to-dos, how-tos, everything under the sun.
Not only does it connect with consumers, it helps farmers stay afloat in using them for restoration, which started months late while non-essential activities were put on hold. Budden thinks there may be a light at the end of the tunnel.
Looking at the timeline, sometime this summer, hopefully, you know.
The Maryland House of Delegates held a bill hearing last week that would require DNR to make a mobile app to determine your location to oysters, sanctuaries, and more. It's all about keeping people's livelihoods safe in this era of COVID-19. In Queen Anne's County tonight, I'm Max McGee for WJZ.